Alrighty.
Is the record correct? I wasn't here last shift. Is it correct that you were on shift last time around?
I was not on shift last duty shift.
Understood. I'll have to shoot that yeoman.
I just missed Everson's promotion.
Not promotion, but presentation of a practical proficiency rune.
You got the pin.
Allow me to cheer in belatedness. Yay!
Right, I think that
was the
comes.
most enthusiastic one so far.
Very well. What, in the absence of the rest of the division, I know Intel have been working overtime. They are somewhat taken up. We've got the analysis staff looking into something that just turned up. I saw some of the analysts looking very excited. They're working their way through a lot of old message traffic. So I think they expect to put together a mission for us. It looks like it would be a move to a specific location, but the details are not clear. In the meantime, we will be continuing with division readiness. So we'll be running some sims. I believe Lieutenant Ironclad, you're on CIC.
That is correct. Sims? That is correct. I've been in contact with the analyst staff. They are expecting me to be in readiness for whatever operations may entail shortly. So I'll be running the first sim.
Right. Of course, at the moment, foreseeable operations are to continue cleaning up the USF presence in Promethean if they're still lurking, and also in Cerberus, where we've only just recently re-established full control. We haven't been given clearance to go into Crescenda yet, but we would expect there to be more activity there. We can pretty much expect that there's a lot of USF in hiding, or people who were supporting them, covering their tracks at the moment. So there's still some more of that to do before we can use the area as a firm base for any future major change in command strategy. Okay, so I think we will be running.
Might I recommend Horizon and Viper, sir?
Yep, just the two, right?
That's correct, sir. Running more than that would be very skeletal on all three ships.
Okay. Does anyone have any more intel or business to share before we move on to Sims? Very good. DO, dismiss the division to their ships and assign any officers without permanent assignment.
Very good. If you have a permanent assignment on TSN Horizon or TSN Viper, please report to those ships. If you do not, stay here for assignment.
They never fold Horizon.
Going to be an interesting shift. Right.
I'm gonna have to step up my playing music over the comm game to properly introduce newcomers to the ship.
Hello. Hello.
Better get Jeopardy ready.
Permission to come aboard.
Permission granted.
And I need to get liquid, so undecided if it's just water. Back in a minute.
Do we have command codes?
Not yet.
Phone is slow. There we go. Okay, Jeopardy is ready for when I want it.
TSN Horizon to TSN Viper. This is a communications check.
The TSN Horizon, hearing you loud and clear. Do you copy?
Vipper, are you Vapor?
And I
Copy.
have weapons in battle against dehydration and melting heat.
Are you burning in the Maker's fire?
I think the Maker's Fire might be cooler.
For a change, I do not feel your pain. I am, for once, enjoying air conditioning during shift.
Nice.
TSN Horizon to CIC requesting command codes.
None of CC1 through 6 are up as far as I can tell. Oh,
Command codes online. Begin ship preparations.
and 4's up.
Right. Command codes are now online. We are ship 2. And it appears I have to actually make some decisions with this crew because we have conflicting primaries. Lovely.
I'm happy not to be on engineering, if that helps.
Engine smearing.
so-
Engine smearing. Engine
So we've got a
smearing.
helm, we have a weapons. So it will be up to the engineers to figure out which one will prove superior in the struggle for power.
As I said, I'm happy not to be on engineering. But this may be an easy solution.
Sounds it to me.
Right. In that case, Lieutenant Junior, you can handle auxiliary systems.
Ox.
CSE to 4th Light. Simulation launch. T-2 minutes.
Unfortunately, and also I don't believe that's covered within TSN regulations.
I think we're also short of a little mud.
You just gotta go down and waste reclamation, replicate some silicon, get some water, mix it all up.
Can't wait for the heat to go. I'm fed up of waking up dripping with sweat.
Winter is a good time of year.
Yes. So agree.
It's so strange to talk to myself like
Horizon,
this.
CIC. Individual channel check, over.
Horizon 2, CIC.
Transmission acknowledged.
I've said better climates towards the Arctic Circle, not away, towards.
And have to determine the executive before we proceed. This will take a while.
So you don't want to visit Ecuador then?
Ecuador?
Starry is commenting how climates further away from the equator are better.
This is TSN Viper,
I see.
to CIC and Horizon. Horizon, let us know when you're ready to depart. CIC, Viper stands ready.
"2016 Mr. Draco,
Yes, sir.
if you would assume the executive by seniority, you will perform the roll call at this time.
Very well. Helm.
Standing by.
Weapons.
Trigger finger is itchy.
Engineering is ready. Science.
Clearly is some Yui's clone. I'm here if Yui is.
And how about comms?
I think he wandered off.
Starry, you must report in for both stations separately.
Comms here.
Ship is yours, sir.
Wonderful.
Do 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 do. I need some thumb twiddling music.
CIC to all fourth light. Full channel check. Over.
There's the inevitable interruption.
Horizon to CIC. We're receiving your incoming transmission.
Acknowledged, Horizon. Report operational status. Over.
I have to step away.
Full
I have to get
operational
medical-
status.
I gotta get
Acknowledged.
medical
Horizon, this is
supplies
Viper.
for an
Please
insect
confirm when you're
bite
ready
for
to
someone.
depart.
I will return in a couple of minutes.
We're about to... Yes, we're about to hit launch. Someone will need to fill for that.
CIC to fourth light. Ready to begin simulation.
Mr. Starry, can you step in for weapons
Yeah.
until you gets in?
If that's what's wanted.
I can cover science. Engineering is online.
Are B marks correct, or is it my client?
Alright, we are exiting Cerberus Gate.
In space, you can't hear screams, but you can hear work jump gates.
Hmm.
My
The warp
return!
distortions caused by them reverberate through the hull in local space.
Weapons relinquished.
Captain, do you have any standing policies regarding the use of the main screen?
Leave it on front, unless I specify otherwise.
Understood.
Starry, you didn't load the standard preliminary EMP.
I wasn't asked.
True.
Oh, I suppose you were not sent the standing orders document.
I have no idea what's in the standing orders document. Thus, they're not standing to me.
Yeah.
They're sitting down.
CIC to fourth light division. This is a standard combat capabilities simulation. You've just exited out of Cerberus
Horizon,
Gate.
this is Viper. Comms check, please.
This is Horizon, we read you.
CIC. the division ships are both ready. Do you have a briefing for us?
I do. This is a standard direct combat simulation designed to espouse the capabilities of a Apollo class and a Horizon class operating in concert.
Oh, I should be loading P-Shocks then. Darn it. Just lost my secondary console. I'm firing blind!
It's okay, it's not much to see.
Full channel check, over.
Oh
Can
dear.
we do this?
Receiving.
CSC to 4th Flight, someone appears to be connecting in Ship 1. And thus spawning the Artemis class.
Yui, when you lost your secondary, did that happen to be when Ship 1 was deleted?
I have no idea. It is possible.
Have you accidentally selected Ship 1 on your
Mm,
secondary?
It is possible.
Check your consoles.
My
Check your
console crashed
consoles.
and it's reloading, so I can't really check that yet.
So
I can verify
Okay,
mine or
so-
not.
same.
I will pay special attention this time round.
And
And I
server
just
stopped.
lost my primary.
Yeah.
That looks like a systems failure. Stand by.
CSC
That's
to 4th Flight reporting
that's
sim
blanket.
software crash on attempting to spawn a pirate asteroid base. Reestablishing simulation.
TSN Horizon to CIC. Verify blanket crash.
He just verified that.
Gotta disconnect.
"2001, a TSN Odyssey."
Permission to come aboard?
Mission granted.
Back up.
Lieutenant Slate, do you have a preference between science and comms?
Science.
Sorry, do you?
Science, but I don't mind.
CSC
Makes
to
great
4th
work.
Flight, simulation restart.
Very well. Mr. Starry, would you take comms? And Slate, science.
Okay.
Mr. Draco,
Yes, sir.
you will
What
stand
command codes are
relieved.
we
The
on?
executive now passes to Lieutenant Slate.
Aye, sir.
What command codes are we on?
CC4.
CC4.
Thank you.
CC4.myTSN. Why,
Yep,
why,
got
why
it.
is it my TSN? Why is it our TSN? Why isn't it just the TSN? This seems weird.
I think you might
Clearly
want to talk to the
we
fleet
are the
commander
TSN.
about that.
Clearly, it's something like Facebook or MySpace. It's my TSN. It's the social networking expanded into control command codes.
Nice.
I take it we are ship 2.
R.
Doodaloo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Science is ready.
Shall I do a roll check? Oh, actually, and
Slate
Slate would.
will be doing that now.
Uh-oh.
That said, we have all critical stations, so
Okay, all stations report in. Helm.
Helm is standing by.
Weapons.
Trigger finger is still itchy.
Engineering.
Standing by.
Comms.
Ready?
Captain, the ship's ready to roll.
All right. TSN Horizon to TSN Viper.
Viper, here's you come in, Horizon.
We are ready for deployment.
Thank you. Viper also confirms. CIC, the division is ready to depart.
JC to 4th Light, report readiness, over.
We just did that.
Ah.
CIC, the division is ready. Commencing simulation.
Looks like all systems online.
But we're not configured. Are we configured
These
correctly?
do not look like the correct B marks.
No, this looks like the wrong ship.
We
Confirmed,
are not
confirmed.
we are not the right ship class.
I've just now adjusted our settings to Valkyrie class. However, that will not take effect until a restart of the simulation takes place.
Third time's a charm, eh?
Acknowledged.
There we go.
We are the correct ship type.
Yes.
Confirming 3 tubes, 18 torpedoes.
Someone keeps connect.
It's not me this time. If it ever was.
Science is in.
Comms is ready to send friend requests.
Verifying not logged into ship 1.
It's not me.
We won the mission.
All crews
Hey.
stand down. Mission accomplished. Done the TSN proud today.
It was a very strenuous
Oh
combat
god.
mission.
God damn it. Ah. Alright, systems are coming back online, gentlemen. Prepare for action. If we are the correct ship this time, yes we are.
CIC to 4th Light Division. We will go for mission briefing when both ships confirm ready.
Here we go again.
Horizon to Command and Control, we are complying with TSN regulations once more.
Viper is ready for operations.
CIC to Fourth Light. Implement flight plans for Promethean Sector 12. This is a standard search and destroy operation. Sporadic USF contact expected in Sector 12. Engage and destroy.
That'll help.
Division rendezvous in sector Echo 5 for a rim trailing transition.
Sensors are boosted.
Acknowledged.
We have multiple contacts in Sector E5.
Proceed. Science, get verification on inbound targets.
Uh-huh. They're targets, all right.
Are they red targets?
Type and disposition.
Angry.
Hostile. And gaining more hostility as we go. They are Inakalahai. Whatever, how you pronounce that. They're not that strong.
I love this ship.
Calhai, USF, right. A small battle
We have a
force.
USF task force locally. Let's engage and destroy. Initial
There
fleet
might be a friendly
maneuver will
delegation.
be Lambda heavy.
Load
Loading
nuclear
nuke.
ordnance.
Nuke might be overkill. They really don't have much shields.
It's a lambda
Also,
heavy.
if
Wipe
they
it
surrender,
off
they're
with
going
a
to turn around and
EMP.
come back again.
Omega 3 is ready.
Right. P transmission. Horizon to Viper, repeat transmission. Alright, that looks like impact. Give me an Omega 2 on Romeo 59.
I have no valid targets.
Close.
That's P-Shock out. They're all low vis, so I can't see shit.
Right. In that case, we'll just have to hold off on the nuke.
Switch to fleet maneuver, Charlie. Charlie.
Remaining two will
I
not
have
surrender.
a target on Romeo 59.
Engage, Delta 2.
Beams at peak.
We're looking at frequency epsilon.
Beams at peekaboo. Tickles at peekaboo. Something like that. Anything to make it seem more childish.
CIC. Division request clearance to continue to destination. Okay. Division will transition. Rendezvous Echo 5 Mark 9.
Acknowledged.
And this was said to be a rim trailing transition.
Luga's up there.
Well, we don't have the...
Beware of
Duty
instability
officer.
within the nebulae.
It's not our problem. It looks like we have some hostile bases in the area.
Division rendezvous at DS-15.
We still have that Omega-3 on standby.
Confirmed.
Horizon, please engage. Please soften up the fleet in Bravo 3 Mark 7.
Acknowledged. Alright. Target is verified, fire wit and ready.
Fleet maneuver Kappa while Horizon takes lead.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We are in violation of combat order.
Standby Viper, ordnance already outbound.
EMP contact. Nuke contact. Loading P-Shock follow-up. No targets on
Understood.
scope.
Maintain defensive posture, prepare to engage Whiskey
Fleet
04.
maneuver Charlie.
Engage.
Frequency Bravo.
Good work, comms. Division, prepare for shuttle operations. Load Marines. We will strike at the S31.
Science and comms between the two of you. Which of you are qualified for shuttle operations?
Not me.
I can do shuttles stuff.
Right.
But what is the shuttle we're meant to be loading?
Marine. Marine
No,
detachment.
the name of the shuttle, because I have to pick that rather than.
Theseus.
Okay.
Let me pervert the pronunciation there, just because they all sound the same at the middle and end.
Yep.
Theseus.
Yeah, division. We will make a strike. We'll make a pass at DS31 to deploy Marines to take the station. Viper will remain in Bravo 4 to deal with that fleet. Horizon, please deal with the fleet in Charlie 3.
Understood.
I have an Omega-3, single P-Shock follow.
Alright, let's move to engage the enemy force. Let's start with a Delta 1 pass.
Confirm location of enemy force. Don't see any on my scope.
They are to the
Helm.
southwest, direction 208-ish. They're in the nebula. 7K out. We have a bunch of asteroids and stuff coming in.
We are
Go
to
for
be
Delta 1
conducting
pass
a Delta
on
1 pass.
current target.
Okay.
Current target, the rest of the fleet should get sufficiently annoyed
Drone
once their
inbound,
buddies
drone
are shot.
We've got
Shot
a comms
fired.
message. We almost got the xenophobe refueled. ETA 3 minutes. Intercepted for DS6.
This is a Delta 1 pass, disengage. Whole idea is to give them a tap on the shoulder and get out.
Give
Recommend
me
we
a
don't
bearing
drag them to the station.
093.
I coming hard about 093.
Engineering HET.
HET.
Let's go.
Beware, mine's ahead.
Are you going to use the mines?
There is no reason to waste our own torpedoes when we have explosive devices.
Works for me.
Can I request that checking that my relaying of the xenophobe being refueled got heard?
Yes, we're aware of
Horizon
that.
change plan. It makes more sense for us to deploy a second Marine team on DS31. If you could concentrate on DS06, please.
We will be on that momentarily. Right, I think we've got some good positioning for them to strike at least a couple of these points. Let's get down to that station and see if we can't stop that dreadnought from being refueled.
Well, we now have 2 people in the lobby. The DO hasn't read my direct message.
Or mine.
So...
Alright, hold position. Shuttle, verify Marine detachment, ready to go.
How do I check that?
Hostile contact.
I thought I loaded it up. I can't even see where you tell. They're loaded up.
Alright. Deploy shuttlecraft, engage this cruiser, full frontal assault, max beams.
Max beams.
Drone in.
Combat order is Delta 3.
Front shields at 15%. Front shields down.
They're going. Their shields are down.
You have 40% front shields. Working to repair.
Alright, let's get that shuttle. Let's keep those shuttles moving.
increase power to the hangar bay.
17 seconds for refit.
Affirmative. Make sure those Marine detachments keep getting loaded. Comms.
Good point. Shuttle away.
Looks like a good drop. Come back.
I don't get confirmation on the fighter screen.
No, you don't.
Huh,
Their
okay.
permission to jump over to Viper to tell Zansta about the people in the lobby. Please take 30 seconds.
Make it quick.
I was just writing a direct message to Matsian to prod him.
Done.
13, 8, 3.
Alright, let's get a couple shocks on standby weapons.
I have a single P-Shock and Omega 3. If that is satisfactory.
Give me a bearing 270 helm.
Hi, 270.
Let's conduct another pass against this fleet. We need to get them consolidated.
Front shield
Theseus, you've got a frigate chasing you, moving.
Front shields at 10%.
Horizon, this is Viper requesting permission to enter your combat area to deliver heavy ordnance to the center of that grouping.
TSN Horizon to TSN Viper, you are authorized to enter the battle space.
Acknowledged.
That's fizzling P-Shock. We've lost all.
Alright.
All Tango. It's just proximity.
Give me an Omega 1.
Purging Omega 3.
Tubes boosted.
Tube number 2 is not operational.
DS6 intercepted says we need 1 minute of uninterrupted fueling. Do you want me to launch or are we going to wait when we're closer?
A whole bunch of things just
Let's, that's a strike.
Yeah.
That's a strike fighter squadron.
Loading
they're on
P-shocks, clear
Viper.
these out. Maintain a straight heading.
Give me a bearing 095 on the double helm.
Aye, 095.
What's our marine status?
They're loaded and waiting.
Right. Deploy marines. Deploy marines. That's a verification on the drop, Theseus.
Redocked.
Station is firing on us.
Bad station,
Maintain
bad.
distance. Get those teams exchanged as quickly as possible. Hangar bay.
Shuttle will be under extreme risk approaching that last drop zone.
10 seconds.
We should probably get Romeo's attention and position ourselves so that the drop zone is not within their firing arc.
Alright, let's get behind that dreadnought.
Shuttle's ready to depart.
Stand by.
Go,
Stand
go.
by.
Time is of the essence here. Go.
Okay.
Maintain a cover.
We need to get some shots on the big guy.
Alright, we
We're
are
not close
good.
enough in
Get
firing
aboard.
torpedoes.
Get aboard.
Redocked. Or
We're
destroyed,
not.
just as I was
Ship.
redocking.
That's what I was trying to caution about.
Well, we got our boys. We got our boys aboard though. They should be alright.
Our rear shield is down. Recharging.
Face the enemy.
Coming hard about.
Hard about.
Turn complete.
Gauge Lima 8-3.
DS6 is informing us we're under
Lima
direct
83 not
attack
on
flight.
schedule.
CIC will be on the what? We'll be on the lookout for a life pod from Theseus.
CIC to fourth light. The Unikahai Dreadnought R80 has been neutralized. Looks like we managed to stop the resupply operation. They are unable to fight.
Dock now?
TSN Horizon to CIC. What's the status of our men?
Horizon this is CIC. Marine teams report some casualties, but success in their mission. Docking with they're awaiting at the spinward airlock for direct boarding onto your vessel.
Understood. Alright, bring us in. Let's get our marines.
Horizon, are you able to dock and replenish us a shuttle?
TSN Horizon to TSN Viper. We have a replacement craft, and our marines are back with us.
Acknowledged.
What's the status on your strike operation?
Second Marine team has just deployed to DS31.
CIC to fourth light. All three stations are under our control. We're showing some holdouts on DS31 getting pushed off the station. Be ready to intercept.
Current load is Omega 1, 2 torpedoes, 1 P-shock.
Odysseus, you're cleared to collect the life pod near DS 06.
DS31 is about to go down. They just took a hard
Scramble.
hit.
Scramble.
Yep. Intercept Division intercept hostile in Bravo 4.
Comms, let's get hard tango as soon as possible.
Shots fired on target.
Comms tango acquired.
Gamma 2.
Ouch.
We did what we needed. You can put that down pretty quick if I get another torpedo in the tube. Never
It's
mind.
outpacing your torpedo.
God damn it all.
Why didn't our torpedo hit the Viper?
Right, helm, give me a bearing, 350.
Horizon, we're targeting her propulsion, see if we can stop her dead.
And they can't because the targeting nodes have not been fixed.
Looks like they just did.
That's only because they lost their shields and did a ton of hull damage.
CSA to fourth light. Warp core detonation detected. They're self-destructing.
Well, it's convenient.
Well, don't fly towards it.
Permission to approach the station for resupply.
Stand by. Shields down.
Viper is docking at DS31 for resupply and to collect Marines. Horizon, please make a call on DS06. Check everything's okay.
Proceed.
CSA to fourth light. Confirm area of operations is secure. Simulation complete.
Thank you, CIC. Crews prepared to stand down.
General point of note, Mr. Averson. Instead of sitting in an all-stop, you could simply engage FCS.
I was doing that frequently.
Go
so-
ahead and debrief.
Didn't look like we were moving at all. And I have a nasty habit of not lowering the shields after combat has ended. So, yell at me if you start initiating FCS and the shields are up.
Aye, aye.
So that was mission accomplished. We lost our shuttlecraft, but we were still able to get all of our Marine teams aboard and take over that facility before the enemy was able to deploy their dreadnought.
Oh dear.
Their permission for a head break.
Yes,
See.
you can go break some heads.
See you soon.
Right. Seat up to the CIC to determine our next operation.
Division, please assemble briefly in the mission briefing room for reassignment.
Please assemble in the mission briefing room.
And one more.
The last three were drug in here. Hopefully they can hear us.
Okay, Division. We have orders coming through. We have a strike mission into Crescenda. Mr. Ironclad, I understand you're on CIC for this. Do you have more analysis on what's coming up for us?
I do. Just for a moment while I look at the info coming in.
Okay. I know that we had some kind of information leak presented to us, as in not a leak from us, but a leak that we could use into USF communications. Intel have analyzed that and identified a target that we can usefully engage. It's going to be in Crescenda. We have to be careful because TSN has not yet re-established control in Crescenda.
Correct.
Also,
do we have any ally presence near the gate we'll be coming into?
I don't have any reports on that. We need to be careful though, because with the changes in sentiment, it's possible that there could be crews that are ready to be disaffected from the USF, or TSN crews that have been going along only under duress.
Indeed. We'll need to be careful. We'll need to be careful with how we throw our punches, especially when they're not USF hulls attacking us.
Yeah, we know they certainly have taken control of some in-system craft.
Okay, so I just finished reading the intel reading the latest intel package, which authorized the strike. So it looks like the intel that's been leaking to us concerns Crescenda Station DS-47, which is located in Crescenda Sector 4. We believe that it's some kind of logistical hub. We don't know the nature of the materials there, but we do know that there's a fair amount flowing through. ONI hopes that in securing the station and as much intel as we can collect unspoiled, we can shed some more light on what the USF are up to in the region. Speed will be of the essence, as well as Commander Matzian alluded to, the tactful engagement of whatever resistance is mounted.
Okay, get in there, get the information, assess the amount of equipment that's there for retrieval or destruction, minimize civilian casualties.
I believe that sums it up well, sir.
Okay, I see we have a number of officers who've been able to join us after their off-shift work on engineering and systems assessments. So we'll be ADO, I think we'll be in a position to open up a third ship. Let's take Lancer with us.
Very good.
Who do I see? Is that one moment? Let me consult. Yes. Well, we better do this now since we're going into action. It would be a shame to award it posthumously.
Oh, right.
Ensign Nagoon, front and center.
What are you this on?
Wake up, man.
Yeah.
You had an extremely positive efficiency report from Commander Aramond over recent shifts, and it is with considerable pleasure that I'm able to now to confirm that you have been awarded a practical proficiency ribbon.
Sweet.
In science.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Outstanding.
We'll get that applied to your records as quickly as we can. Okay, everyone. Any other questions before we disperse to ships? Make it so.
Who's commanding the third ship, sir?
Let's find out if we have any regular crew from Lancer already.
You have permanent
that'd be me, sir.
assignments. You have permanent assignments on Lancer, Horizon, or Viper. Please go there now. Otherwise, stay here.
So I should warn you guys, I'm pretty exhausted. I don't know if I'll actually be actively playing, but I'm going to at least try to be around.
But you just got that efficiency award.
Wait, isn't the efficiency award when you take the exam, or is this something that's awarded for just being awesome?
This is something that is awarded for being awesome.
Ooh. Well, yay.
I think.
So now you've got something to live up to.
Exactly. So, pinch yourself, get the adrenaline pumping, and do your job right.
All right. I do like that I've received badass awards, yet I will never be promoted beyond ensign. You know, baby steps. Oh, does anyone here, Leonard, do you have the ability to assign someone a civilian rank? ADO was unable to.
I may be able to do that.
I'm trying to get Muga reconfigured, and they can do it.
Do you have Muga ready?
Yeah, I'll switch to him right now. Hold on.
User disconnected from your channel.
I have some, got time, so I'm gonna go grab some munchies. I'm gonna be back in just a minute.
Greetings, human beings.
Hang on, I just saw that. Is Muga an AI now?
Well, I guess that there are no civilians, so I've been implanted into a robotic body, and I am now an artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Get back on A game. We need to actually.
What do you have an issue with robotic intelligences? Intelligii? Yeah.
User disconnected from your channel.
It's just that if you want to keep earning awards for badassery, you have to be in the flesh.
I know. So whose ass do I need to beat with a baseball bat in order to get civilian reinstated? Because there actually is a legitimate use of, if a person does not just watches a game, they are technically considered a civilian. Civilian is a rank that is part of the official TSN documentation, or was, unless it's been removed. I still can talk to channel commanders, even though I'm not part of channel commanders. Does that work?
Now, I have some pretty sweeping permissions, but adding new server and channel groups is not one of them.
I guess it would be Mattian who might be able to help.
I don't think Matsun has those permissions.
I am being summoned downstairs. I will relinquish weapons.
Oh yeah, is there an update or anything?
CIC to 4th Flight, secondary shift crews are beginning their transit from Promethean to command. We expect handover at in Cerberus Sector 1 at Crescenda Gate. Ensure primary crews are prepared in time. Over.
Thank you, CIC. Division acknowledges.
What's the? Is there an update?
And we do not have a helm officer. Where is our helm officer?
Looks like he's on Lancer.
Ah, damn it.
I return. Weapons reclaimed.
Can someone confirm what version number we're on?
Artemis 271. And mod version, it's kind of ambiguous. It's either 2.01 or 2.0.1 or 2001.
Do any of you have helm as your secondary?
No, but I could approximate a reasonable helmsman. I'm not Naima.
Weapons.
I mean, I've helmed. I would not put me in helm unless if you have a better option, I'd put someone else on helm. Unless my secret special ability is actually helm and I just don't know it. But like I'm like when it compared to like Naima and the end like
this is Viper doing a division broadcast. Horizon, please confirm you can hear me.
We hear you.
I can helm if we're a beam only ship.
CC1? Is it? Oh, hey, Slate.
CC4.
Okay, Lancer, Horizon, report in when ready to go.
It sounds like I should be jumping to helm and Muga should be taking weapons.
Ah, yes, that is, make it happen, Yui.
Weapons relinquished, now on helm.
Weapons, commandeered.
Lieutenant Slate.
Yes, sir.
It's all critical stations. Perform the roll call.
Okay, all stations report in. Helm.
Doing weird things with the joystick.
Okay, weapons.
Blowing things out of the sky.
Engineering.
Standing by.
Comms.
Arrival at handoff point. ETA 1 minute.
Wait, Slate, you're running science or are you running comms?
I was going to run science.
Okay, in that case, then I guess I will run comms.
Excellent.
I'm not sure.
Okay, Captain, the ship's ready.
For the record, when I say I'm running comms...
TSN Horizon to TSN Viper.
Running comms simply means I'm going to take the comm screen. I'm actually not going to do it.
Come in, Horizon, Viper, read you.
Comms and weapons functions are not ones that go well together.
This is Lancer, we got your message.
Horizon, this is Viper, man.
As I said, I'm taking comms. I'm not actually going to do anything with comms.
We are ready for deployment.
Excellent.
Audio log has been initiated.
Thank you, Horizon. Lancer is also ready.
This is Lancer. We are receiving your messages intended for Viper. Over.
I can also take comms as a secondary.
Sounds like anyone who can take comms as a secondary should.
CIC, fourth flight is ready to depart.
All crew, prepare for launch.
But I had a late breakfast.
CIC to fourth flight, preparing for handoff.
I'm not in.
I have not made an attempt to get in yet because I haven't seen the command network come online.
Restarting simulation.
I'm getting a CIC technical briefing. We're going to cycle the command systems and restart. One moment.
Station
Please ensure
standby.
every console is connected to the correct vessel.
Confirmed.
Oh, I re-readied and everything went to hell. Was that a server crash?
No, restart.
Server cycling. Reconnect your consoles.
Reconnect.
Sounds like it.
I didn't reconnect. I mean, I reconnected one, but everything looks the same, so I'm just gonna keep it.
Right.
There it goes,
There we go.
initiating ships. On character, Slate. It's been like way too long. It's great to see you. I hope that you're feeling a lot better. I know you've been going through a lot of shit, so.
Yeah, it's good to hear your happy voice.
Oh, I've been shitty as fuck, but you know, I try to be positive. I drive a pink minibus now, so
Yeah?
that's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. I sell gelato out of a food truck.
Yeah? You should swing by my house, but of course I have to have the sugar dairy free stuff, so you know.
Dairy free we have, sugar free no.
Yeah. I have issues.
I also lost over 25 pounds.
Congratulations.
That's impressive.
I've also learned that that there's a strain of marijuana called gelato, because I get lots of people who honk at me or come over and be like, "Yo, you got that gelato kush?"
Great.
Happened to me twice on Friday. One kid comes up on a bike and he said that. The other one starts he rolls down his window like, "Yo, you got that kush?" I'm like, "No."
Kush on the bridge.
Yeah. Start selling them some dried grass and.
I'm still not in.
Yeah, I'm still not in either. Well,
It's having problems readying up.
Actually has
Hush! Cycle my secondaries.
TSN Fourth Light waiting for Horizon to load in.
Killing me. Are you killing me?
Okay, Division, CIC are having to completely recycle systems. Please disconnect and reconnect.
I can offer to run a server if you guys need it.
I return.
CC4 is not online yet. Yeah, CC4 isn't back online.
If you haven't, disconnect and reconnect.
I have.
Good.
Except the reconnect isn't working.
Yeah, CC4 is not online.
Yeah, stand by.
If you guys want to switch to mine, let me know.
Back up.
Systems are back online. Reconnect your consoles.
Sorry for earlier, Leonard. Weapons are taken.
Force of habit. Weapons released.
Okay, Division, CIC systems are available for initial connectivity. Perform station checks. All vessels report in when ready.
Slate, do you want to do the roll call?
Ah, yeah. All right, Helm, are you ready?
Figuring out the dead zone.
All right, weapons, are you ready?
Pew pew.
Engineering, are you ready?
Ready.
Comms, you ready?
Sure.
Okay, Captain, the ship is ready to roll.
Right.
Has this ship been equipped with a roll cage?
Do a barrel roll.
Looks like we are in business.
Viper and Lancer are ready to go. Waiting for confirmation from Horizon.
My God.
Helm online.
Engineering online.
You know, that moment when you speak to people and they apparently didn't hear anything you said. Right.
CIC to 4th Light, handoff complete. You are currently docked at forward command and fully resupplied. You are clear to proceed to Crescenda Gate when ready.
Oh, interesting. I don't see us on the screen at all.
Yeah,
Cycle your console.
What's our standing order for weapons? It's been a long time.
Load an EMP.
There we are.
If I'm running science on myself, am I responsible for telling myself? Do I have to verbally tell myself the frequencies?
No.
Yes. Absolutely. Just don't hit your push to talk while you're doing it.
Well, the frequency is certainly a valuable
Confirm CIC. Thank you
information
for the
that
update.
needs to be told to the crew.
Is it or is not?
It's a valuable intelligence.
Just wish I had a touchscreen. It'd be a lot easier to do science with the touchscreen on one hand and the mouse for weapons.
Division, rendezvous at the Crescenda Gate. Alpha 5, Mark 4.
Follow the division helm.
Sensors are disrupted.
Need to verify range of disruption when we get there.
I'd like to congratulate our helmsman on not yet crashing the ship.
hasn't been anything to crash it into.
We are crashing into Nebula constantly right now.
People can still find a way. You'd be surprised.
Horizon, please have your comms officer operate the gate.
Was that
Alright,
us?
comms.
Hold on. I got
Activated.
Activate the jump gate.
Activated.
Division, please transfer through the gate in a state of high readiness. Prepare for combat.
Thank you, brother.
Complete.
Division, rendezvous. Delta 5, Mark 6 for transition.
Maintain formation.
Three enemy industrial bases to our north. No bogeys on the board.
Not our immediate concern.
Two bases straight ahead, enemy bases, science base, and a deep space base. No contacts on the board yet.
Division. Acknowledged. Division, rendezvous. Bravo 2, Mark 7.
Proceed.
Dude, they're like cruising up there at warp 4.
Good way to burn energy.
Division, remain in formation. Stay under cover of nebulae. Rendezvous in Delta 5, Mark 3 for transition.
I recommend just definitely staying north to stay out of range of that station.
Gonna be in formation.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Looks like Viper's taking lead on this one.
Maintain formation.
Effective range of sensors are halved when inside of nebula.
Sensors are boosted.
Boost warp to 50%.
Bogey, contact in Charlie 4.
Really?
Can I get a bump to sensors, please?
But
Bump
you're
to
the
sensors.
weapons
Sure
officer.
enough.
There it is. Yep, it's a nightmare class. Alright, you can standardize the sensors. Thank you.
Already done.
I assume that's why it disappeared. Thank you.
Thank you, COC.
Stand down, warp.
Division, prepare for hostile transition.
Shields up!
Oh, I forgot this weapons. Yep.
Hold a moment while we get a full sensor update. Prepare for shuttle operations. We'll be expecting to deploy Marines at Delta Sierra 47.
Comms, load shuttle for Marines.
TSN 4th Flight, hold for sensor update and further intel in the region.
Hold on, you want me to fly?
What? Oh, the shuttle.
I just want...
Division, pending
just
the
want
results
the
of a full
shuttle
sensor
loaded.
scan, we'll be expecting to take a circuitous route through the nebula.
Marine teams are loaded.
It's a good.
Oh, did our
it's a good.
Oh, our damn shuttle pilot got...
Yeah. So either helm or weapons, it looks like, needs to take the shuttle.
Well, I can do it, but you I mean, I am literally flying half the ship. Hold on, let me take fighter.
No one said you had to do science. Slate's doing science.
CSC to 4th Flight, estimated time to complete sensor update 1 minute.
I see.
Clear to proceed at impulse through the nebula.
Fighter ready. Tell me when I need to deploy.
Proceeding through nebula at full impulse.
Impulse boosted to 150.
Division, keep station on Viper, please.
Into 175.
Targets inbound. Multiple hostiles.
We are still falling behind the Viper.
Keep up with the Viper.
220.
Helm?
We were ordered to remain at impulse. Talk to engineering.
Engineering boost impulse.
We are at 250. Want me to take it to 300?
This is the best we've got.
No, I can take it to 300.
We are maintaining parity with Viper.
Alright, I'll do it.
Acknowledge CIC.
We are closing. Range to Viper now 2200.
Yeah, get that shit.
1800. 1600.
Okay, we'll continue to transit inside nebula. Increase speed to warp 1.
Coming to warp.
CIC to 4th Light, sensor update complete. Maybe we may resolve further contacts as they close the sensor range.
There they are. Sensors being boosted.
Ah, pirates.
There are enemies.
Division, increase warp to 250%, come to 090 bearing.
Engineering, has the modification been made?
It has.
Okay, come to 000.
Oh boy, straight ahead. Let's get a boost to sensors so we can see what the hell's going on around us.
Truly, at the
CSC to
moment.
fourth flight, you are still undetected. That was close.
Oh. Oh.
Lots of ships up by the station.
Oh, that looks weird. Yeah.
Which one before it docks? Okay. Lancer, intercept Delta 5-6. Horizon, engage India 2-5.
It's 2-9. Give me a bearing 3-4.
I just lost my visual. There it is.
Yeah.
India
TSN Horizon
29
to TSN
is
Viper,
frequency
please
Charlie.
verify target.
I've reacquired visual.
It was the India trace pirate hull.
2-9.
I think they're
That is our
aware of
target.
us.
India 2-9er.
Engage.
Coming
Verified.
astern. Recommend targeting maneuver.
Can.
Lancer, engage Delta 5-6. Do not destroy her. If necessary, put Marines aboard
Weapons,
and
load homings.
take out her data cores for intel.
Homing going in the tubes.
Damn, this guy turns fast.
Keep on him, Helm.
I'm gonna need baseline maneuver increases.
Yeah.
Division,
I'm
put
just gonna
out.
leave it.
Yep, Marines launched to take the station as quickly as possible.
Those torpedoes do nothing. Maybe. Oh, unless we just hit ourselves. Yeah, we just whacked ourselves in the face. Nice.
No, that's his beams. We can't turn fast enough to keep up with him.
Nope, even at 250.
Recommend mines.
I can try another torpedo since he's far and coming right at us.
Reliability is low. Captain?
Let's see what. Double hit. Oh, it did something. Turn around. Let's try to engage.
Coming hard about. Go manual
about.
target aft.
Target is rear weapons. Ah, lovely. One of my comms keys is not separately.
Spike maneuver, 2 seconds.
Spike maneuver.
Target's
I have another
forward shields
torpedo.
back online. Target aft.
Will not
Forward
surrender.
shields have dropped.
Target destroyed.
There we go.
Minor damage. Working.
I should have had a P
Closing
shot.
the drop range.
That's the problem when you don't have.
Alright, let's get Marines on that station. Hold position. Hold position.
Do you want me to?
Coming
You want me? You want me in fighter?
Load shuttle for Marines and deploy.
Shuttle's already loaded.
All right. Launching.
Your bearing is 020.
Remind me what my boost is.
Default is insert.
I think I got something.
Got something.
What's dock? R?
Right.
R?
Yep.
Got it.
Right, load Omega 3.
Boosted.
All right. Nuke going in the tubes.
Division, prioritize deployment of Marines to the station.
Nuke.
Alright, good.
EMP
They're
ready.
coming for us. Wait
Should we
until
do it?
there is sufficient.
Only one
There.
vessel. Only one.
Horizon, can you draw them away from the station?
We'll see what we can do. Stand by. Form a Delta 1 pass.
Forming Delta 1 pass, Romeo 2-6.
Another batch of Marines is loaded into a shuttle.
Romeo 2-6, retarget.
Hold on. Let me try to find it.
Too late.
Got it. EMP nuke?
New target,
Give me
Delta
a
9-1.
give me a target lock. Sierra 06. And
Correction, Oscar
fire.
9-1.
EMP and
You
nuke.
Did not have a target lock.
I did.
not have a.
I totally did.
You lost target lock, Ensign. Reload.
One of those
Keep us
Organ
away
ones
from
headed
those
to the station.
missiles.
Nope. Picked up one of the ships.
EMP contact.
Which means the nuke just detonated off our port. Right? That could have gone worse.
Mm-hmm.
You have to verify these things, Ensign.
I could have sworn it's been a while. I thought I could have sworn it was locked in. Okay, I'm locked in now.
Fire the nuke.
Not
Hold
at a
on.
drone.
I know. Nuke going out now.
Alright, about ready.
Contact. You have
Load
potential
P-shocks.
P-shock targets.
Bring us around. Avoid the enemies in front. Let's go for the P-shock hits.
Tubes are boosted.
Thank you. P-Shock's out, loading 2 more.
You want to hold those P-shocks for now.
Yeah, just holding on to them in case we need them.
So the shuttle's ready to go if you want to drop off more Marines.
We have
Let's
a good
get that
angle
taken
for a
care
shuttle
of.
launch.
Deploy Marines.
Shuttle bearing will be 100.
Marines loaded?
They're loaded. Go. Direction 100, did you say?
I did. Shuttle turns
Or
090.
There you go. Go, shuttle. Should have a visual on the station now. Proceed. Right. What do we have in the tubes?
Unfortunately, our weapons officer is flying a shuttle.
Ah.
Hot pickup. Hot pickup.
That may be a slight problem. Proceed for pickup.
CIC, this is Viper. Any status report on the progress of
Weapons
Marine
back on board.
DS-47 will be appreciated.
Alright, weapons ready. Want to turn and engage?
What do we have in the tubes?
EMP double P-Shock.
Unload the P-shocks, load torpedoes.
Torpedoes
We are
going
losing
in.
Tango. Coming
Looks like
about for Delta 1 pass on Oscar.
It looks
Torpedoes
like
ready.
2 homings on Oscar will take down his shields.
Delta 1 pass on Oscar complete.
Launch torpedoes on Oscar.
Horizon, this is
Fire
CIC.
one ready.
Looks like that system security force is behaving rather reluctantly. You might be able to tip to
Turn and engage.
with the right encouragement from your comms officer.
1 homing, 1 shock will take him down.
Yeah.
Strafe him again, beams.
Retarget. Retarget. There we go.
Front shield down.
Breaking contact. Our aft shield have fallen.
Division, if you can concentrate any damage on USF
Target's forward shield is
originating
still up.
hulls and leave in-system hulls as intact as possible, that will assist our
Torpedo out.
psychological
If that knocks it, I
warfare
can-
advantages.
Target
Alright, hit
shields
him with
down.
the P-shock.
Shields down.
Oh shit, there was an EMP. Watch out.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
These mistakes are going to cost us, you know. Right? What's our shielding like?
Forward shield.
Okay.
I see.
There's a friendly.
We're in a
there's
holding
friendly
pattern
station.
until we get the update
Give us
from what the
hard
Marines
about
find aboard
helm.
DS-47.
Let's go for a full frontal assault
We'll
on
then make a decision on
006.
how to exfiltrate.
DS-47 has 10 P shocks. For what it's
Maneuver
worth.
complete. Weapons range. Forward shields have already fallen to 25%. Forward shields are
Front
down.
shields down.
Maintain engagement.
Target's shields have fallen.
Alright, let's move to DS-47 for resupply.
Our elevation is out of sync with
Fourth
the
Light, this
station.
is CIC. We just received a transmission from TSN Grant.
Helm
This
and
result, there's
explanation.
Present, they are arriving in Sector E3.
We're
Will be
closing
available
into
to,
dock, just not as
provide
quickly
logistical
as I
support.
hoped.
Acknowledge CIC. Viper to division. Horizon, once you're refueled, please swap out with Lancer. Lancer, move to DS-47 for refueling.
We're stocked.
Breaking dock.
Alright, let's move to red zone.
Sensors boosted.
Shall we make this run like a Kappa? Lancer's still going to have Tango.
TSN Horizon to TSN Lancer, we switched off. Alright, target the enemy fleet. Give me a Omega 2.
Roger that, Horizon. Okay.
My comms keys are still out.
What's Omega 2?
Singular nuke. No EMP.
Nuke only.
Let me load a nuke. Hold on.
Tubes are boosted.
Thank you, sir.
We've
Might
achieved proximity
Lancer, you
Tango.
get to engage those
Good,
hunter killers.
good target.
Good
for
target.
nuke.
Let it go.
I accidentally loaded another nuke. Woohoo!
Get some P-shocks for follow-up. Nuke contact.
Give me a bearing 296. Let's interdict contact Victor 57.
Pursuing Victor. Target ahead.
CIC to Fourth Light. Situation update on DS-47. The engagement to secure the secondary launch bay is still ongoing. Marines have been able to prevent a launch,
Target's aft shields are
but
down.
have not been able to secure the vessels.
Target's forward shields are down.
Point one, use the flippin' P-shot. There it goes.
India 2-7 astern. Forward shields are down.
Hit it with a P-shock.
P-shock out.
Horizon is the CIC. It would appear that some of the ISS forces are changing IFF to reflect to us, but not all of them. See if you could see if you can resolve that situation.
Target Mike has no forward shields.
For now.
I don't see Mike on weapons.
Mike
One
is
in
the
the
one
back.
that's
Mike
not
is the
one that's not Fox.
Close
I know,
to
I don't
range.
see, he's not close enough in
Helm,
range for
close to
weapons.
range.
Hard about.
See it. Oh,
Fire.
nope, lost him again.
You still have
Fire.
fire.
Division.
Do you have another P-Shock?
Loading up now.
Coming hard about.
Gauge.
Entering weapons range. Target
Frequency
forward shields are
delta.
down. P-Shock away.
There it goes. What the hell? That took way too long. Sorry about that. There we go. Target.
Local area clear. Returning to dock.
After this one, I might have to sit it out. I'm exhausted.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I slept like 2 hours last night.
We are topped off.
Prepare to target ahead. Target ahead.
Rendezvous spots showing up on
Report
station.
from Marine teams on DS-47. They've secured all but one vessel in the secondary launch bay. It appears to be launching an old Artemis-class vessel, maybe containing remaining evidence.
That's a lot of pickup points.
Artemis-class vessel.
The shuttle is ready for launch.
Division, pick up Marines from DS-47 as soon as you can. You can do it also by docking. Just inform CIC. Be on the alert for an Artemis-class light cruiser that is about to be launched by the station and may contain valuable information.
Notify CIC Horizon is docking with DS-47.
TSN Horizon to CIC. We are docking with the station and ready to pick up our Marine detachment.
Acknowledged.
I need to step away briefly from weapons. I'm releasing weapons.
Horizon Lancer, please confirm last orders.
If you missed them, Captain, our last orders were to keep a watch for an Artemis-class ship trying to depart the system, and to interdict.
CIC, this is Viper, broadcasting to the division. We are moving to DS-47 to complete the transfer of information and Marines. Locally allied forces will be asked to escort Grant. CIC, can you give us an update on the information that's been recovered? Permission granted.
CIC to 4th Light. The Artemis-class cruiser was stopped before it could leave the station. We have secured the station and all evidence that we could, which appears to have been most of it. It looks like initial reports are showing that these were components common in the manufacture of a slingshot system. The station itself appears to have also been serving as an assembly plant. We were able to secure a slingshot device half completed.
Captain, I haven't heard you say anything in a while. Are you still kicking?
Of course.
Okey-doke.
Understood, CIC. Then allow the Marines to complete that. CIC will be instructing our comms officers to have Grant return and head out of theater.
Acknowledge. All ships, operational objectives complete. Stand down.
Division, stand by to lock consoles, debrief, and meet up again in the mission briefing room when complete.
Right, stand down all systems, gentlemen.
User disconnected from your channel.
You can head to the mission briefing room. There.
I see everyone has a lot to say.
You've done it now.
Oh, Commander on deck.
Okay, so that was a very successful operation. We've actually retained control of the station, and we've got time to fully debrief the Marines and go through the information and the equipment that they've located. Since we have driven off the USF, but the respite is likely to be quite short, I suggest we take some downtime right now. Let's take 10 minutes and then come back and take the briefing on what's been found in preparation for the next mission. It'll either be a mission, or if they need more analysis time, we may need to run a sim or keep our eyes out while we keep our eyes open for further USF forces turning up to dislodge us. Any questions or suggestions, Mr. Oh, he's still stuck on Psycoms. Sorry, CIC. No, any questions?
No questions. I would say, Commander Madzian, that your microphone has got rather... Sounds like you're in a wind tunnel.
It's a fan.
The fan? Oh, okay. My apologies. I was unaware.
Welcome to
I
summertime.
see why I can do that about that.
I'm good for 10 minutes.
What you may
Did we
not
lose
realise
Mr.
is that Commander Matsian, when he's captaining a ship, he has someone next to him going, "You can do it, you can do it," and that's the fan you can hear.
Oh, I see.
Did we lose Mr. Ironclad? Oh no, I see. All right, 10 minutes. We'll come back at 1:15.
Very good.
Oh my, 10 minutes. To the intermission banner.
That's really
I
not
really
an
need
impressive
to
superpower.
Need to set one of them up, really.
Should we be in the galley during those 10 minutes, or?
Probably.
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
I assume Slate left.
She did.
Jafar, we have till 1:15 as a break.
Perfect. Sorry, I missed that memo.
Jafar, actually, could I just borrow you in CIC for a second? Is that
Sure
alright?
thing.
Thanks.
How do we have 18 clients connected?
Is it 18 clients or is it
19
18
clients.
stations?
19 clients on TeamSpeak.
Well, I account for 2.
You have 2 TeamSpeak clients open.
Oh, TeamSpeak clients. That, no.
Because presumably we gained a few more that I'm not aware of. Oh,
9.
Matthew, Astrolam's here along with the Secret Keeper AI thing. And his alt. So he's got 3 connected.
I count 17 in total.
Well, the server at the top says 19. But once you consider that someone arrived with an alt and a bot, that suddenly makes a bit more sense.
Oh, and I found an 18th.
Trust me when they're 19. If TeamSpeak says they're 19, they're almost certainly 19. Indeed, they're 20 now.
Oh my.
But 2 bots and all minimum.
Well, the commanding officers are gone, so you know what that means.
No, actually. Ah.
How's the volume on this, by the way?
Not definitely loud, but louder than average.
Interesting.
I wasn't sure if that was intentional.
Unfortunately, TeamSpeak is covering the decibel meter on my microphone, so I can't actually see how this compares to my speech volume.
It sounds louder than you. Not much else is going to be paid attention to. Which is why I figured it was intentional.
No, not really. I just wanted to be clearly audible.
It is clearly audible.
Clearly audible, not uncomfortable. Not disruptive.
The not disruptive part you failed at.
Okay. What about this location?
That's quiet, sir.
Quieter?
It depends. The problem is that the range for audible and disruptive is very small in my mind.
Oh, I mean, like, people can still reasonably conduct business over it and not be...
Yeah, if that's sort of more like it. Before, it was not the case at all.
Okay. So, round about the solar plexus region is good then.
He could also mute his client or just go into 3D sound but not confirm the changes so it doesn't mess with anyone else and just push him further away. Which, by the way, 3D sound for bridges makes it a lot easier to hear specific people.
How's Horizon being?
Horizon's been fine.
What's the laughter for?
I don't remember any laughter.
You sounded like you're laughing after you said it was fine.
You know, we have... It was a little bit of a mess. A little bit of a mess. Muga has not been on the weapons console or really any other console in ages. So, there were a lot of dumbfires and a lot of targeting of drones. And he was also trying to man science simultaneously, even though Slate was the science officer, so she ended up basically not participating.
I'm not actually sure she's bugged in that aspect.
And I believe he was also trying to operate comms, though I think Draco was the primary on that.
Why?
We didn't have anyone else to do it. Apparently Slate didn't want to do comms.
It just sounded like he was trying to do a lot of stations.
You say to the person on Fighter Science Comms. And XO. First time XO as well.
Oh dear.
Well done, you did a good job.
I'm also Stellar Navigation and playing Kitten Game.
I don't think the captain of the ship at the time wants to know that.
That game.
I'll have a look, but not right now because I'm preparing just in case someone CIC.
But Starry, you can't play that game. That's a Russian website. Russians are bad, okay? 'Cause America.
Yeah, but Starry's not American.
They're bad for Europeans too. Whole annexation thing going on. Everyone should be hating on Russias, 'cause Russians aren't people or something.
I like how convinced you are yourself of that.
And Russias. Everyone should be hating on Russias. I liked it. It was good.
Yes, yes.
Well, one should recognize the difference between citizens and government.
I'm sure you'll be recruited into political speeches any day.
Let us make a distinction between the state and government, because the state is illegitimate in function. One minute, 10 seconds until something's supposedly happening, but probably not.
The Combat 3D sound, can you set whispers up to appear in a different location?
Not that I'm aware of. Oh, it is?
You right click on the channel name and you go to set up 3D sound, and it's amazing. It's so useful for listening to multiple people speak at once.
You see, I'll be more interested in setting whispers to be one ear and...
Yeah, you can. Well, so if you go to the set up 3D sound, and then I'm going to find it. Oh, you can set the you can have the channel finder, but you can't.
Oh, you could probably configure it in some way that you just have everyone somewhere, and then whispers by definition will be somewhere else. So even if you can't set the whispers themselves, they could be set by not being set. I need to poke around this. I was trying to set up something. Aramond recommended a plugin, Radio FX, which I've been using.
Oh, that gives you the crackly ting.
Yeah, but all I wanted was something that was audibly slightly different. Position might be more sensible.
Excuse me.
And Cat has decided it's fuss time. Given that it's a cat, it will then be followed by nap time.
And nap time means mattress scratching, which means you're gonna have to go get your costume.
It's interesting, one just every time they go past my bed has to scratch it. And the other one just doesn't care.
Is the one that scratches it more territorial? Because they do have scent glands in their paws.
Oh, really? He seems to just like scratching stuff more. He gets this sort of, I need to scratch look. And, I mean, the other one scratches on scratching posters, but she doesn't seem bothered by scratching to mark territory or anything.
Come in peace, shoot to kill. Okay. Ugh. Moxian still up there.
I'm wondering if this will come out.
Yeah, we could hurt.
She has such a loud purr.
Insufficient permissions.
It is indeed audible.
Better than a cry, though.
Any chance you can move the microphone a little closer to your purring cat during the briefing?
Yes.
so the time is 3 minutes ago.
We are T plus 3 minutes, 25 seconds. Commence rioting at T plus 5.
I feel like we could take polls on how far after the time that the briefing actually ends up taking place.
We're on military time, right? The correct time to be here is when the commander shows up.
And if he's early, you were too late.
Exactly. Yep. See? We're all on time.
Come on, drone deck.
We seem to have one stray down on Horizon there.
There's also one up in the officer's galley.
Mr. Wilcon.
Can someone, can we send a runner for Mr. Wilcon?
Let's do that. Oh.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. You may have noticed we have an old familiar presence standing next to me. Welcome back, Lieutenant Commander Vaj.
Welcome back. Good to see you.
Good to see you in one piece, sir.
Finally,
Lieutenant Commander Vaj. Yes, Lieutenant Commander Vaj just handed himself over to the Marines who took the station. He was undercover here in the USF. Welcome back, Mr. Vaj.
Thank you. Great to be back. And to be a lieutenant commander instead of a blasted sub-commandant.
Right, and I understand you brought us some quite important information, which we've been able to put together with the rest of the information that the Marines have downloaded for us. Mr. Ironclad, would you like to go ahead? I understand you'll be continuing on CIC for the next mission.
That is correct. I've been poring over the information from Oni and from Lieutenant Commander Vaj. I believe we can get a fix on the Orson's location.
Okay. And if I understand from the previous information you've been feeding me, this is important because while this is a logistics hub where they've been assembling a lot of materiel, the Orson, mostly under the command of Sub-Commandant Vaj, was masterminding covert logistics, i.e. smuggling and subversion activities across the area. So she's still out there and still doing harm, and they're engaged in some kind of operation, moving a significant amount of this equipment across Atlantis.
Correct. From what we've determined, they are basically subverting otherwise valid merchant traffic through Atlantis by way of Waypoint 52, returning to Crescenda by way of Waypoint 60. Our best bet of recovering the Orson, as well as any Allied assets still on board, is to attempt to intercept it on this route. USF logistics have been, the logistical support this Orson's operations have been providing have been pretty vital. So I would expect that once the USF realize that it's about to be compromised, they're going to throw everything they've got to recover it or destroy it.
Understood. Okay, and we have a reasonable fix on where she's likely to be?
I believe so. The transport we tagged just before docking, its flight logs indicated that it split off from the Orson's last route, just as about a 20 or 30 minutes before we began our operation. So if it's proceeding under impulse power, it should still be in Waypoint 52, perhaps transiting into Atlantis. Lieutenant Commander Vaj, I believe, as the former commanding officer of the Orson, will have an idea of what route the Orson will be taking on this run. They may not yet be aware of our incursion in the overall operation.
Well, that's good news at least. Although Mr. Vaj is going to be a little bit occupied. Lieutenant Commander Hall is assisting ONI with further analysis of the information that's just been pulled up. There's a lot of it, and there could be some quite significant pieces in there. So he's lending them a hand. For that reason, Lieutenant Commander, if you would take command of the Horizon for the upcoming operation, please.
They never fold Horizon.
Is there anything else we need?
Let it also be advised that we are currently, if I'm counting this correctly, at 13 officers. So we'd either be running 3 ships at skeleton levels or 2 at full levels.
Oh, Agoom has been arrested for, I'm not sure what, but he's no longer available for the shift, sir.
Right.
We could leave Lancer here with we could leave one of our ships here to help secure the system. I believe O and I have requested reinforcements from Third Light to secure the the sector and establish a foothold while we put the kibosh on the smuggling operation.
That's true. Right, which is going to be... Do we have any feedback on what might be the best profile of ships that we can use for this operation?
From what intel I've been able to gather, the logistical operations have largely been conducted not with standard line USF vessels, but with privateers and specialized scout craft. Thus, I believe that that Viper and Lancer may be ideal in order to conduct direct engagements with anything we encounter. Do you agree with that assessment, Commander?
I think so, yes. Okay, anything else before we need to get moving?
Nope, we're still going over the intel, so I will relay more as we encounter it. I believe we are time is of the essence, and we should begin operations as soon as possible.
Okay. ADO, if you'd go ahead and get the Viper and Lancer fully crewed, please.
Very good. If you have a permanent assignment on Lancer or Viper, please go there now. Those of you who were aboard the Horizon, or if you do not have a permanent assignment, stay here for reassignment.
Mr. Ziff, would you...
What about the people who were assigned to Lancer but don't have a permanent assignment?
Let the ADO know so that you can...
Okay, so if you were just on the Lancer, go ahead and report to the Lancer.
Okay.
And if you are just on the Viper, go ahead and report to the Viper.
Right, actually...
Go ahead.
Vapor? Are you Vapor?
Oh, Lieutenant Commander Vaj, do you have a preference? Or Commander Matsuon, do you have something for Vaj to do?
If we're going with Viper and Lancer, I'm assuming I will be taking command of Lancer.
Yeah, confirmed. Sorry, I said that I said exactly that in the wrong channel.
Killing me.
Oh,
very good.
I have to step away. Just shove me where you need to shove me.
Very good, thank you.
See you soon.
Lieutenant Junior Draco, would you please report to... I'm sorry, before you report, would you tell me what your secondary is?
Secondary is Helm. But I'm qualified for all stations, though I'm not very good at fighter.
Very good. Would you please report to Viper?
Viper, aye.
So I'm just trying to work out how we handled the 13th. So was that 13 including CIC?
Yes, it was. We really have 12.
Oh, that's fine then. Okay.
I'm going to put him on.
Is normally our board Viper. That would give us a full crew, and then that would allow.
Oh, is he not doing CIC?
No, Mr. Ironclad is doing CIC.
And you said Ziff is normally above Viper, aboard Viper?
Yes, that's his permanent posting.
All right. I'm going to put...
So it's... Go ahead.
But so is Yui?
No, Yui's not normally aboard Viper.
Okay. I'm going to send Yui to Lancer then and ask Ziff to go to Viper.
That should be about right.
Specifically, that we have had additional ordnance provided by means of a mine.
I was not aware. Good to know.
Permission to come aboard.
Welcome.
I was just doing weapons. Would you like me to do weapons again? I could go wherever you would like me to go.
Yeah, let's put everyone on the stations they were at. Unless someone would prefer something else. If there's a conflict, we will sort that out.
I'm fine with just standing by on the shuttle.
Oh, I think we need you at engineering.
Playing some blackjack.
I was last on science and comms, given a number. I assume someone's going to take one of those at least.
Yeah. And some perpetual. Do you mind taking comms and fighter?
Aye, sir.
Thank you.
We have another officer. Another, do we need to send her to another ship?
Sorry, who said that?
The ADO. Lieutenant Junior Zansta at weapons.
Gotcha, yep. Is the DO here?
Well, she is normally the DO, so...
Oh, well,
but she hasn't been
you
here
are
because
the
she said
acting
she was away.
DO, so you put her as you see fit.
I return.
All right.
Where am I needed?
Good question. Who is the XL?
I was, but I was expecting that to change.
Who is on first?
What's on second?
Lieutenant
Almost
Naima.
on third.
Welcome.
You don't want to tell me today?
Today's pitching to tomorrow.
Lieutenant Naima, would you act as XO, please?
I would be happy to.
Just to let you know, the first shift, Starry was engineer, I was weapons, Averson was helm.
I was an engineer.
Sorry.
What is the server IP?
CC4.
CC4.
Thank you.
Perpetual has volunteered to just do shuttle.
And has also been assigned to comms, so I can give that up if necessary.
We are officer heavy, that's the only reason.
Are we?
Sure.
It looks
Sounds
like
good.
Viper only has 5 crew.
Alright.
True, but I thought they were having another one. They had 6.
Roger just dropped.
Roger's connection has been pretty sporadic, unfortunately. Ensign Perpetual, you will be taking the shuttle exclusively. Naima, as XO, I'll let you sort out the rest of the crew while I sort a couple other things out.
Will do. Who is actually on helm?
That would be me according to standard postings.
All right, then. If you would take helm, Mr. Averson.
Aye, aye.
Is this your boat, Zansta?
Not normally, but I played it today as weapons.
What have you been doing, Yui?
I've been on Horizon until here. I was serving as helm for the Horizon in your stead.
Zansta, would you go ahead and continue being weapons?
Yes.
Starry, are you science or engineering?
I was psychoms, and then we got extra people. Not being engineering.
Do you want engineering?
Honestly, don't mind.
If it
All right,
spares him engineering, engineering is my secondary proficiency.
Honestly, whatever gets this going.
Yui, if you would take engineering, and Starry, which would you prefer between science and comms?
Science.
All right, take science. All stations, please report in when you're ready.
Helm is standing by.
Weapons is standing by.
Engineering's ready to heat things up.
Science is
CIC
ready.
to Fourth Light, report readiness, over.
Shuttle's ready.
And comms is ready. The ship is yours, Captain.
Thank you.
Why?
Looks like we're ready to go. Can all crew make sure that they are all connected to Ship 4, Lancer?
Ship 4 only, confirmed.
Ditto.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Ship 4 corrected.
Something wonky because I'm in an Artemis.
CIC, this is TSN Viper reporting the division
You
is
may
ready
need
to
to
begin
refresh your
operations.
console.
Right.
Where's the command network? Ooh.
Weapons is online.
Helm controls read responsive.
Adjusting environmental settings in engineering.
Comms array is at full power.
Engineering, please, no more laughing gas throughout the ventilation system.
Well, you can't expect these damcons to leap and use their blood as coolant if they're not inebriated.
I think you're using it wrong. Get Damcons to use the other Damcon members' blood as coolant, not their own.
They just all wear varying shades of red, and whichever one is most red gets used first.
CSC to Fourth Light. We have two options to proceed. We believe that the USF loyal crew of the Orson may attempt to bargain using the lives of Lieutenant Commander Vaj's crew. We have two options to proceed with the intercept. One is to attempt to follow them through waypoint 60. The other is to get ahead of them at the Atlantis sector and attempt a roadblock. We're developing battle plans for either front, but the general gist is there. Commander Matsin, Lieutenant Commander Vaj, how would you like to proceed?
Lancer to CIC. I doubt that the USF know that I'm with the Fourth Light again. So I think that using the Orson's crew would be unlikely.
Acknowledged.
They may initiate that when we attempt an intercept, though, unless we can completely fool them. But we're not flying USF ships.
I suppose we'll have to risk it.
CIC to Fourth Light, as desired, set navigation plan to waypoint 60 or to Cerberus, depending on your choice of action.
Let's go from waypoint 60.
Acknowledged. Maybe initiate flight plan.
Lieutenant Nama, you have the bridge for a moment.
Yes, sir.
Be advised that's 2 transitions west and a gate. Take us to waypoint 60.
2 west and a gate, thank you.
CIC to Fourth Light, clear to proceed towards waypoint 60 gate by way of an Echo 1 transition.
Well, that's different than what I said. That's great.
I'm back, Lieutenant. Thank you.
I stand relieved.
Advise hostilities are ongoing in Sector 7. A brief gate override may be required.
Did I miss anything?
Flight plan is an Echo 1 transition.
Acknowledged.
That would be a diagonal transition, now that I figured out what sector we're in.
Lancer, we'll rendezvous with you in Echo 1 Mark 7.
Lancer, this is CIC. Your vessel has been equipped with a gate override device in support of this operation.
Lancer, this
Your
is
shuttle
Viper.
will need to
Comms check,
deploy it.
please.
Commander, are you hearing
Acknowledged.
Commander Max? Sorry.
Lancer, this is Viper. Broadcast comms check.
Viper, this is Lancer. We acknowledge.
CIC to Fourth Light, hold for sensor update.
Shuttle Perseus requests permission to do a comms check with Viper and Lancer as well.
Captain, if you are broadcasting to Viper and or CIC, we are not hearing your echo.
I was not at the time.
Captain, Shuttle Perseus requests permission to do a comms check with both Lancer and Viper.
Granted.
Shuttle Perseus doing a comms check with Lancer and Viper.
CIC to 4th Light. Sensor update complete. Hostilities are ongoing in this sector. Advise use of a shuttle to override the waypoint 60 gate. Lancer has been equipped with a gate override device that can be deployed by the shuttle by way of a cargo operation.
Lancer, please make best speed to waypoint 60 and secure the gate using the shuttle to rendezvous for override.
So were y'all able to hear me when I did that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, who's cadet comms?
Comms here.
Bit of an overshoot there, Helm.
Did we get a boost to warp?
Yes.
Big boost looked like. I assume. Okay, loaded, good.
Contact's
Shuttle
going off
launch ready.
Viper.
Engineering, if you modify our warp, please do let me know. The Lancer's very sensitive with it.
Shuttle, you may launch when ready.
CIC ordered best speed. I gave it to them.
And some
Shuttle
perpetual.
launching.
Thank you.
Fourth Light, we're seeing a strong expression of support for the USFP. It may get snuffed out if we don't provide support. Engage and destroy local USF forces. There's some time remaining before we can complete the override of waypoint 60 gate control. Lancer, please engage in Bravo 2.
I'm sitting on the
Lancer's to
rendezvous point, but
CIC.
nothing's happening.
Drop confirmed. Gate override in 5 minutes. Transmitting to comms officer.
Alright, redock.
Docked up.
Alright, let's move up towards Papa 383 and engage the forces in Bravo 2.
The xenophobe there has just vanished.
Combat from order is Delta 3.
5 minutes to gate override.
Strike craft launch.
Alright, make that a Theta 2.
Aft shields are down. Warp is
Everson,
functioning
you aware of what a
25%.
Theta 2 is?
Increasing the maximum warp. Warp is offline. Call the Mayday.
Oh, bye. Mayday, Mayday. Lancer's under attack by fighters.
Perseus launch.
On our way, on our way.
Perseus launching.
Warp is now functioning 25%.
Perseus drawing fire.
We have one mine in the tube.
Drop it.
Warp is gone
Load it
again.
down.
Mine is dropped.
Lancer to Viper, we're gonna drop a mine. Belay that. Why are they spreading out like that?
Apparently the mine scared them off.
I guess.
They may have had their maneuvers damaged.
Ah.
So the
Set
back
course to
two-thirds.
Papa
So this is Viper.
Let's
How's
try
your
to dock.
status?
Negative. The back 2/3 of the ship is missing. We have no maneuver, no impulse, no warp.
We are
Fast
heavily
stamping her.
damaged. And could use any assistance in defense you could give us.
Warp has been restored to 25%.
We have no maneuvering currently. Focus
Can you
on
make
maneuvering.
it to Papa 1-1?
As soon as we get repairs to our maneuvering.
Recommend that we
One
move
fighter
to
down.
Alpha 2.
Agreed.
Perseus destroyed.
Your sacrifice was not in vain.
Took one of those bastards with me. I believe I was beamed out just as my ship was destroyed.
Lancer to Viper.
We have minimal maneuvering.
Excellent.
Come
Gets
in,
back
Lancer.
to Papa 1-1. Viper, be advised that we've lost our shuttle.
Lancer, were you able to recover the pilot? See if you can get a replacement at Papa 1-1.
We will have a replacement strike craft, not a replacement shuttle.
Sounds like an upgrade.
Except we can't perform operations with it.
All right, a medium fighter.
Maneuver now functioning 50%, warp 75%.
This is CIC. We'll use overrides for later shuttle operations, given that you've just replaced your fighter. Your shuttle, rather.
Oh, thank you, GM.
He is way nicer than I am.
That means that thing comes with torpedoes, right?
I believe
like
it
3 of them.
does.
Report engineering.
Maneuver still at 50%. Impulse 25%. Warp still 75%. Aft shield 75%.
Can you show up the
TSN
engineering
Force Flight.
display on
Gate
the main
override
screen?
complete in 2 minutes.
I do not have that capability.
Weapons or helms set info to main screen.
It has been done.
It's been done.
We have hostile inbound.
Alright, let's do a brief Delta 1 pass on this fleet and go down towards Charlie 3 Mark 5.
Aye.
Flying blind here.
Just
Got
keep
their
going
attention.
south.
We've got Tango.
Excellent.
Forward shields are
Comms, try and
completely
get
down.
those ISS forces to attack them.
Will do.
Lancer, let's concentrate fire with the locals on the fleet in Bravo 3.
Have a majority.
Viper, we're still pretty beat up. We currently have Tango
understood.
in that fleet, and ISS forces are moving in.
Didn't we used to have about 5 in force? ISS forces.
Sorry, what?
I thought we had more in-system forces to start with.
I think one may have been destroyed in the other fleet.
Lancer, this is CIC. We're showing a brigantine launch from station Papa 7-3. It looks like they're making for the gate before it can be overridden. They may be trying to warn the Orison.
Move to intercept Whiskey 6-8.
Lancer, do you have any chance to intercept Whiskey 6-8?
We're on it. If we can at least get hard Tango on it, I'll be happy.
Certainly shooting it. It's turning at us.
Let's go
She looks
Delta 1.
fast.
Running aft shields hot.
Engineering when
CIC
we're
to fourth light.
combat
Gate
capable,
overrides
let me know.
complete. Placing pickup zone for the.
We are combat capable.
the gate
Maneuver is
override
still
package.
at 75%. That should do the job.
Thank you, CIC.
Charlie
Delta
9-3
2.
is on an
Can you
intercept course.
advise
Delta
us to
2.
the intentions of Charlie 9-3?
Freaksy Charlie.
Aye.
Front shields at 20. 10. Their front shields are down. Their beam is off. As is their maneuver.
Charlie 9-3 is friendly. Green. They're attempting to support.
Dark destroyed.
Alright, focus fire with Viper.
Cooling systems.
Lancer to Viper, moving in to assist.
The current target is disabled. And destroyed.
What's our energy status?
65%.
Alright, let's take out these fighters if we can.
Good and done.
One's been destroyed.
Peak beams.
Their maneuver's down.
Delta 2.
Their maneuver is down again.
Forward shields are gone. Torpedoes 33%.
Current target
Maneuver
shields.
25%. Primary beam 83%. Anytime you want to get out of here.
Break off.
Torpedoes are completely offline.
That's alright.
Noticed.
Target has 85 shields remaining.
Helm, are we in fuel
Lancer,
collection?
we're switching out to Papa 1-1 for resupply.
Fuel collection speed is set.
Understood. Evade that drone. That's good.
We're actually kind of worse off than we were before.
What's our DAMCON status?
I have 2 fully functioning DAMCON teams. 1 is limping.
Lancer, the tech team at Waypoint 60 Gate report that they're completed with their work and ready for pickup. Are you okay to pick them up?
We can navigate.
CSE said something about allowing us to pick up with our shuttle, didn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
Viper, that should be fine. Let's do it.
If you have one Damcon team limping, I think I know who should be sacrificed for the Damcon coolant first.
Launch shuttle and ready.
Shuttle's ready. Launching now.
Maneuver's been restored to 75%.
Lancer, this is CIC. Recovery complete.
Shuttle returning.
USF flagship is moving out of the sector.
Shuttle docked.
Fourth
Refitting.
Light Vision, this sector is now clear of hostile influence. We'll continue to the Waypoint 60 Gate.
Torpedoes now functioning 66%.
Good intercept, Lancer.
Beams 66%.
Do we need a resupply?
Ordnance-wise, we are in good shape. We're down only 3 P-shocks. Energy-wise, we're topped.
Alright.
Do you need Damcon's Damcon God?
That could be helpful, but not strictly necessary.
Fly if we can.
Let's make it quick.
How quick do you want it? Because I can make it pretty quick.
Get it?
I think by making it quicker, you actually make it slower.
Only if someone overshoots.
Happen. This time.
Lance and Viper, we're just replacing a few DAMCONs, and then we'll be back.
I assume in replacing we could sort of get a giant cardboard box with them in them.
Yep. I mean, dime a dozen, you know?
We're all topped off.
We have replenished 2
back over there.
P-shocks.
There's one in the tubes.
Ah, nice.
The tube's plural. We only have one tube.
All
what is
systems
our
restored.
ordnance loadout?
Weapons?
I'm sorry, I did not hear that.
Ordnance loadout, please.
Ordnance is fully full. We have one P-Shock. We have
Hypercoms, activate gate, please.
8 torpedoes, 1 mine, 2 EMPs, 8 P-Shocks, 4 beacons, 8 probes, and 2 tags.
Alright, say that about half as fast.
Prepare for jump.
8 torpedoes, no nukes, 1 mine, 2 EMPs, 8 P-Shocks, 4 beacons, 8 probes, and 2 tags.
Thank you. Much better.
Ship is fully repaired.
Very
And
good.
One of the P-Shocks is in the tube.
And our fighter
we are
has
green.
and our fighter has 3 torpedoes, which are infinitely replenishable every 30 seconds after redock.
I would recommend put an EMP on standby.
Go for it.
Going for it.
Also, that we probably shouldn't launch a mine while at at impulse speed in the future.
I was just
Division,
doing what the
prepare
captain
for a rimward trailing transition rendezvous in Echo 5 Mark 9.
I am so glad that maneuver is fixed.
Energy 90%.
There is something in the nebula. I'm getting a first scan. It literally is a
Viper,
something.
we're reading something in the nebula.
That might be a black box.
Yes, it looks like to me.
Lancer, please make a flyby and investigate.
Yes, sir. You heard him.
There's a flyby.
Put aft on main screen, please.
Go ahead, Lancer.
All right.
There it is, I think.
Indeed. Looks like it's a black box. May have been dropped by the Orsid. See if you can pick it up.
I think we have to launch a shuttle, possibly.
Yes.
Black boxes.
So,
And
launch shuttle.
Ritual.
All right, shuttle away.
Am I transmitting back to it? CIC to TSN Lancer, black box recovered, beginning analysis. Proceed with flight plan.
Hey. Shuttle docked.
Lancer to Viper, we've recovered the black box.
CIC to
and
fourth
are
flight,
returning
black box
to,
contents will be analyzed and posted to the Lancer's comms officer when complete.
Well, our stellar cartography is still failing to update on this one. Let's move right into the corner. If that doesn't work, we'll try a different transition.
Energy topped off.
need to find that updated solar cartography for this system. I don't remember where I put it.
What system are we in?
Waypoint 60.
Lancer, please proceed to the Atlantis Gate and picket it for us.
Yes, sir.
Rigging for maximum warp. Standing down from maximum warp.
Contact, which I'm scanning. Nightmare class.
Yeah, I began that full reverse in DS2.
Lancer to Viper, I've sent you the updated solar cartography.
Thank you, Lancer.
I
Rendezvous at
touched
the
on
gate and activate.
last contact scanning.
Comms
Another
activate
nightmare.
me, please.
I don't think so.
Gate online.
CIC, unless there's a contraindication, we'll bypass the pickets here and continue into Atlantis.
Acknowledged. Advised pickets may attempt pursuit.
Jump ready.
Division, prepare for silent running.
I need a refresher.
Viper, shall we
10% or
activate the
lower.
gate?
Proceed.
Shields lowered. Engineering must power down weapons, shields, and warp drive.
Division, rendezvous quickly in Charlie 2, Mark 8.
I've been told it's 10% for
10%, yeah.
Silent
And then
running's
go to
enabled
silent
on
running
some.
as soon as we're in the nebula.
Oh, as soon as we're in the nebula.
Right, Charlie 2, Mark 8.
System's normalized. Switching gray mode.
Answer, confirming that Viper is now in silent running. Do you confirm?
Can we confirm that we're in silent running, please?
Can confirm silent running Lancer.
Viper, this is Lancer, we confirm.
Continue under silent running to Delta 2, Mark 4. Mark 5.
Roger that. Heard him.
What is the maximum permissible impulse?
I thought 10. Oh.
Impulse is not throttled.
Configuring
think.
for maximum impulse. Impulse overheat in 35
Contacts.
seconds. "30 seconds.
Stopped.
Cooling impulse.
The contacts have vanished before I could scan them.
One of them was a pirate.
Sensors hot.
There we go. Longbow, strongbow, nightmare class, and more nightmare classes.
Standing down from sensors hot.
Lancer, this is Viper. If that force appears to be following the known path of the Orson, we may have to engage, but if they go elsewhere, we'll let them go.
Acknowledge.
CIC, please keep us informed as to whether that force appears to be heading in the direction of the Orson.
They are outside sensor range at 300.
I can. An active lock on science.
CIC to fourth light. Force appears to be preoccupied with launching a diversionary attack into Sector 11. Allied forces in the region have been warned. Sector 11 does not appear to be on the Orson's flight plan. Recommend Lancer advise contents of black box. Analyze contents of black box.
Lancer, this is Viper. Come in. Do you have a team working on the black box decryption?
Yes, we do. Give me a minute to inquire. Comms, I believe you would have gotten information about black box.
The only black box information I see is proceeding with flight plan EVENS, USF loyalists unaware. No further transmissions detected on the black box.
You say EVENS?
Echo Victor Echo November Sierra.
Please relay that to the Viper, if you would.
Viper, this is comms aboard Lancer on the black box. Contains the message proceeding with flight plan Echo Victor Echo November Sierra. USF loyalists unaware.
Can you repeat the call signs for that, Lieutenant Nima?
Call sign.
You just send it via text.
Call sign is Echo Victor Echo November Sierra. Also resending on secondary comms channel.
Acknowledge receipt.
Also of note, they are apparently playing a lot of evens or odds over there, and they chose evens.
That's kind of odd for them.
Indeed.
Beat me to it.
We might have to even things out once we get a hold of him.
Okay, Division. Best speed, please, to Echo 2 Mark 8. Prepare for transition.
Answering best speed, maximum warp. Standing down from maximum warp.
Scanning
position
target.
and obtain sensor updates.
Target was sensor ghost.
See to all, stand by for sensor update.
Engage in Bravo 2. Defend Novara Station.
Acknowledged. Delta 2.
Frequency Alpha.
Focus fire with Viper.
Rear if possible. Their shields are down. They are destroyed. Frequency Delta. Surrenders.
Cooling combat systems.
Fleet maneuver Charlie, Charlie, Tango 38.
Delta rear.
Continue with Delta 2.
Coming hard about.
Any notifications you can give me as to weapons range? Very helpful.
Weapons range.
Peak beams.
Not seeing
They've
the
flown
target
past.
lock.
Are the shields up? Because we have plenty of shield power.
Shields are not online.
Current target is disabled. Destroyed. Delta rear if possible.
Forward shields are gone. Beams are overheating, standing down to sustainable.
They're at 40 shields. 30. 15. 10. Their front shields are down, their beams are down.
Maneuver overheating, standing down to sustainable.
They are destroyed.
Well done.
Engaging broad system cooling.
The last target is Echo.
Energy now 11%.
Maneuver reads down.
Convert 3 homings.
Maneuver is low for cooling.
Continue on the offensive.
5 remain.
They're at 20 rear shields.
Peak beams.
10 rear shields.
Fast little burger.
Switching to mobile beams.
Rear shields are down. They're real shields. The system's going offline.
Will not surrender.
Beams overheat in 15.
They're destroyed.
Alright, dock up with Navara.
Resupply and repair.
Broad system cooling.
When calling out shield strength remaining, perhaps use target shields instead of just shields. And then, I'm not sure about our shields. Our shields would work as opposed to target shields, but if someone has like a better phrase that might be more distinctive.
Just use our ship name, Lancer Shields.
I guess that would work.
It adds a lot of unfortunate communication delays.
I will say not in this most recent engagement, but in a previous engagement, I heard shields are down, and I said, "Oh, good, I can fire a P-shock." And what that meant was our shields
Lancer,
were
this is
down.
Viper, come in.
Go ahead, Viper.
Do you have further information from the black box or any intercepted transmissions in the area?
Lieutenant?
Checking again. Negative.
I'm seeing an intercepted message.
Yeah.
That, yes.
Viper,
Sector
we're seeing an intercepted message. It says, Lieutenant Commander, Sector 8, USF suspects trouble. Aside from that, in the previous message, I don't think we've gotten anything.
No. So, CIC, this is Viper, come in. What's our current intelligence as to the location of the Orson? Understood. Lancer, let's make our way to Sector 8. We'll go to Echo 5, Mark 9, prepare for diagonal transition.
Acknowledge Echo 5, Mark 9. Form up on Viper.
Looks like Viper has boosted warp through the nebula. Let's catch up, shall we?
Go for it. UE, that is a good proposal, I think.
Warp is cooled.
FCS speed set.
Division, prepare for rendezvous at Alpha 5, Mark 9 for transition trailing with.
Acknowledge Alpha 5, Mark 9.
Maximum warp. standing down from maximum warp. Hello.
Oh my. Maybe reduce that warp a little bit now.
I already
Good work,
stood
Lancer.
down before we got there.
I was also on full reverse in the middle of Alpha
What do we have?
4.
Load 'em up.
Torpedoes hot.
She really likes to coast. That's the thing about her.
There are also 2 strike craft that haven't
Maintain
yet
a
made
straight
us.
course, or are you going to round them up?
Let's
Mine is
try
loaded.
Rounding them.
You have travel mode for the Nebula, that's double warp and some maneuver boost. 'Cause
Lancer
those
to
fighters
Viper,
will
we're
catch
gonna
up.
try to get them grouped up for a mine drop.
Good work.
Viper's gonna have a problem.
To
Right.
mop up any remaining.
I am seeing the horizon.
Someone is being silly.
No one
Just
knew
go
we
ahead and
dropped
drop it.
Dropped.
Have shields boosted.
Nice.
Destroyed all but one.
Finish off that last one. Alright, move to its Viper.
In the tube.
Bravo.
Hearing weapons range. Delta 2 settings.
Target shields down.
Alright, let's go try to get Tango on Hotel
Viper, we're
1-1
engaging the
and
lead
Romeo
element,
7-0.
protecting civilian assets.
We're on our way. Oh, get taunt. Nice.
Romeo 70, frequency Bravo.
Alright.
Target shields down.
Beams overheating, standing down to sustainable.
Target rear shields down.
We have another intercepted transmission. Concern among reports of Fort Light activity,
This is
heavy
TSN Viper
escorts to
to
intercept.
Yuki Luxury Shuttles. Please report if you have any systems damage. Do you require assistance?
Thank you, Lieutenant. Lancer to Invictus. Sorry, Lancer to Viper.
All in a day's work, Yuki.
Lancer to Viper.
Come in, Lancer.
We've intercepted a message about possible heavy escorts coming to intercept us.
Thanks for the heads up. Let's get on with Sector 8 as quickly as possible. Rendezvous, Charlie 4 Mark 3. Sorry, Charlie 5 Mark 3.
Charlie 5 Mark 3 acknowledged. Form up on Viper, or just go straight for it.
Weapons, what is
Form
tube
up on us,
status?
right?
We have one EMP in the tube.
Thank you.
Maximize active scans in the new sector. Let's locate the Orson as quickly as possible. She'll almost certainly have a different call sign.
Sensors hot.
Lancer, please scout area of operations Alpha 1 through Charlie 5.
Alpha 1 through Charlie 5 acknowledged. Are our sensors still limited?
Unclear, but sensors are hot.
Nothing unidentified to scan.
Sensors overheat in about 25 seconds.
We might not need them that hot.
Burn! Burn!
It's a good thing I trust you. Just remember, when Jamel gets his ship back, he's gonna want it in one piece. And he doesn't want any charred spots.
So clearly melt them and replace them before he gets back.
I mean, that's up to you. I'm not the one down there.
We could cast him like a 1/100th model. Do you think he'd notice?
Viper moving to intercept Yankee 3-4.
I promise, no charring. Charring is Starry's department. I just have little beads of melted stuff along the walls.
Is the melted stuff also known as Damcon blood?
I try to
Delta
avoid
9-1.
using my Damcons as coolant.
Delta 9-1 seems to be moving faster than the other ships in the area.
One of my secondaries has gone down.
False correction.
All of my screens just went
That's
down.
a server crash.
Yep.
Obviously, the service engineer was running things too hot.
And annoyingly, it's kept one of my screens is keeping the warp sound going. There we go.
CIC to 4th Flight, we're getting reports from the Orison. It appears that crew aboard the vessel, that Allied crew aboard the vessel have detected our presence and have begun fighting to gain control of the ship. Viper's in position to send Marines.
Really?
Is...
Really now?
Does CIC know that? Does CIC know that we cannot control our ships at the moment?
I think CIC just assumes that we are always deaf, dumb, and blind and is happy when we're not.
I'm going to get a drink while I wait.
I'm just curious if I'm still going to have a fighter when we get back in, or will it be back to a shuttle?
It will probably be back to a shuttle. Server is online.
Yeah. Please reconnect consoles.
We were ship 4, right?
Correct.
If ever there is doubt, the TeamSpeak channels have labels S1, 2, 3, and 4.
Ah, okay.
Lancer, this is Patrick. Lieutenant Commander Vaj, is that you?
No.
Matthew?
Hide.
Hello?
This is Viper. Come in, Lancer.
Orson?
Patrick.
TSC to fourth light, reestablishing control elements. Viper currently in close proximity to Orson. Viper currently near stations. Revising sensors to exclude clean civilian contacts.
Dirty civvies.
Oh my goodness. I'm not quite sure how to respond.
Ask for his authorization codes?
He doesn't exactly have authorization codes.
Tell him about your wonderful new ship, the Lollipop.
Ask him about something that only the two of you would know.
Thing is, out of character, Jafar doesn't know anything.
Oh, that's okay.
Just ask
Yeah,
him if
that's
this
right, he'll
is
just
a
make it
crusty
up.
crab.
What did I miss?
Lieutenant Commander,
See, I see. This
we
is
need more
Viper
Marines to help
preparing
secure the
for
vessel.
marine
We're attempting
operations,
to fight,
looking
but the enemy already
for
suspected us.
rendezvous point on Echo 5-3.
Acknowledge, Patrick.
Starry server's back up, and apparently there's this Patrick dude who knows Vaj, but Vaj doesn't know who Patrick is.
Oh,
Okay.
I know who Patrick is. I'm just slightly confused as
TSC
to
to
what
fourth light,
happened.
we're getting panic transmissions from the acting commanding officer aboard the Orson. Fight to secure it as soon as possible. Expect any USF operations in the area to redirect to this system.
So, Captain, be advised, apparently at the last port of call, we've switched our fighter for a shuttle. Perseus is back.
Oh, excellent.
I'm glad they can 3D thread those when it's convenient.
There's a bunch of
I thought-
contacts coming in. Should we launch shuttle to pick up the things that are near the Lancer?
I thought it was more they
Yes.
3D printed it when it was inconvenient. Because they
Those are
don't seem to
marine
bother when
drop
it's important.
zones. Comms configured Perseus for Marines.
Perseus
Launch and ready.
configured for Marines confirmed.
Orson, please hold position.
Perseus is standing by.
Launch.
Perseus launching.
Lancer to Viper, permission to engage Quebec.
Permission granted.
Notify weapons range.
Engage Quebec 5-5.
Ideally,
We have
also
any
have the
Perseus
shields
Perseus
up.
is experiencing a lack of control.
Do not see Quebec 5-5 on my scope. There
Should
she
be
is.
visual now.
Just entered visual.
Just on the edge, yes.
Charlie,
There we go. Control reestablished on Perseus.
rear if possible.
Alright.
Perseus, come about 200.
Roger that. Coming
Forward
about
shields are down.
2000.
Target rear down.
Perseus.
Target
sees,
beam down.
Drop zones.
As soon as we finish them
There's
off,
a
head
pirate
over
boss
to
going
Lancer
over
defend Echo
Perseus
5-3.
000.
Perseus, Odysseus, assist as you can.
Alright, 000.
I believe Marines are dropped.
Sierra 00 is our target.
Confirmed.
Helm. Helm.
Alright.
Have we lost helm control?
Negative, you said 000.
I said Sierra 00. Head
I
down
also
to Echo
heard
3
triple
Mark
zero.
6. My apologies, I'll try to enunciate better.
Could I get a bearing on Sierra 00?
230.
207.
240. 250.
TSC to fourth light, showing
Not that one.
additional
Not that
raiders
one.
Zulu 39 have boarded
Perseus, return
Orson
home.
to attempt to secure it.
I still need bearing on
Aye,
that.
sir.
And the additional
Perseus.
raiders
283,
to
6K.
Looking for
gain
home.
control of the Orson.
Alright, see it.
Peak beams.
Delta rear.
Frequency.
Perseus done.
Target shields at 1. Target down.
Now get Victor.
Rear, Charlie.
I have no access to rear.
Front is down. On there.
Manual targeting.
Manual targeting. Aye. We were not at the
Target
right angle.
destroyed.
Perseus is refit.
Looks like Delta 01 might be coming to intercept. Avenger is... Target is disabled and destroyed.
Request permission to relaunch Perseus.
Granted.
Energy now 27%.
Perseus, get outbound, please.
Alright, let's go for
Perseus
Romeo.
Lancer, please take care of Romeo.
Perseus,
Direction
come
125.
about 300.
On the way, Vapor.
Bearing on
Perseus
Romeo.
heading
No, not on this
300.
one.
125.
Drop zones.
Thank you.
Alpha rear.
Beam range.
Combat systems hot. Forward shields are about to fall and down.
So I see the fourth light.
Confirm
Friendly
Perseus
elements in the region are
drop.
responding,
Come
but are
home.
being held up
120.
by the Orson support forces. You're gonna be on your own
Perseus
against
heading
these guys.
Acknowledge CIC.
Energy now 5%.
Perseus requests permission to fire on enemy on the way home.
Energy 1%.
Granted.
Perseus redock.
Aye.
Forward beams now operating 50%. 33%.
Perseus docked.
19%.
Break off. Perseus, as soon as you refit,
Energy is
you
3%.
can get out again and shoot at its rear.
Roger that.
Target hit by EMP.
It may be more efficient to have Perseus continue shuttle operations rather than engaging. Jump signature detected.
Especially since
Energy
Viper
Perseus
is
is
10%.
refit.
Correction 1%.
So Perseus
Recommend
is
we
refit.
set.
Are Marines loaded?
Marines are loaded.
convert 3 homings, and then let's move up to Alkin Station.
Perseus requests
Aye.
permission to launch.
Invictus to Viper, we've got to get back to resupply, so we're going to dock at Alkin Station.
One torpedo remains.
Perseus launch. Deliver
Shall we wait
Marines.
for Perseus?
We shall.
The single contact is a Xenophobe Dreadnought.
Acknowledged, thank you.
Can I get a confirmation on Marine drop?
Marine drop confirmed. Come home.
Perseus docked.
CIC,
All
your
ship
last
systems
transmission was
repaired.
garbled. Please repeat.
Thank you.
Acknowledge Atlantis Commander.
Vaj, this is Agate. Do you read me? Over.
Patrick, go ahead.
Thought that was Maggot.
I heard agate.
I heard
I
Agate.
also heard agate.
His name is Patrick Agate.
Oh, okay.
Curious. Will
Oh,
the
I
shuttle?
get it
I mean,
now.
will the station replace a shuttle that's deployed but not destroyed?
Vaj,
No.
it's good to
No.
hear your voice. Thank you for sending the Marines over. We've taken care of Subcommandant Burlock and have gained control of the vessel. Looks like the USF Loyalists did some serious damage to its engines before they were taken down. We're trying to make best speed to Atlantis.
Full on
Bose
ordnance.
is asleep, shall we say.
Looks like we're resupplied if we want to assist the Viper.
Understood.
Lancer to Viper, we're resupplied and able to assist. Let's move down towards them at least.
Frequencies Delta.
Hi.
Stand by, Lancer. We're about to execute an Echo 2.
Acknowledge. Not sure it's necessary, but sure.
Nope, it wasn't.
Target's forward shields
Delta
now
3.
weaker.
Weapons manual targeting.
Deliveries,
Target
Charlie.
the forward
Charlie.
section.
Gaining elevation.
Angle for it, but I will as soon as I do for it.
Target at
Can we back up
70.
a little?
Lancer to Viper, repeat your last.
Fleet maneuver, Charlie. Charlie.
Target shields down.
Shield.
Target destroyed.
Lancer, please stay close escort to the Orson. We're going to dock at Deep Space 6-8 for resupply.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledge CIC. We're picking them up on sensors now.
Oh, big group.
Division, prepare to stand down and transfer to automated systems for return to command on handover of control of the Orson to 2nd Battle Command.
I'm not sure what shenanigans I can do.
For this is
closure.
CIC, we're detecting another jump signature. This one's a lot bigger than the xenophobe.
Or self.
Is that what you call it?
We're detecting a major jump signature.
It is.
New contact.
Investigate.
It's a Griff.
Oh, great.
It's launch fighters. Load of mine.
I can.
Hopefully these the second.
Mine is loaded.
Fighters are turning to face us.
Recommend that we drop back and fire the mine.
Yep.
Let me know when.
Aft shields hot.
Drop.
Dropped.
Oh, that might have been too early.
Yep.
Too early.
Alright, well.
We can still circle back and use it.
I'm
It
not
looks
seeing it there. I think it might have
detonated.
hit one.
It hit the rear too, I think.
Lancer to Viper, we could use a mine or two on this group of fighters.
Our very thought. On our way.
No hurry, you can finish that Griff off if you've got the chance. I guess the second battle battalion or whatever it is has got him now.
Fighters
Griff's
look to be
shields are down.
bingo. And fighters raging.
Fighters wishing
Lancer,
they...
you can run for it.
Roger that. Let's head back down to the Orson.
Aye.
Just in case.
Taxi to fourth light. Orson is safely out of harm's way. Mission accomplished. Stand by for automated systems.
Answering self-destruct.
The problem is, we don't know where Captain Johnson is yet, though. The real captain of the Orson. I wasn't able to find that out while I was with him.
Stand down your crews, debrief, meet up in mission briefing room.
Alright, let's see. There wasn't like a whole lot, honestly, to do in that mission aside from a couple of relatively brief bits of combat and such. But for the most part, I was pretty pleased with how smooth things went. A couple of miscommunications on my part. And it's Perpetual, excellent job on the fighter/shuttle. It's always good to have someone who's enthusiastic about that. Let's see. Everson, a heads up, I guess, that you don't have like a second screen or something might have been helpful. Just for me to like be aware of that, I guess, and maybe the other officers. Took a little bit for me to catch on to that.
I do have a second screen, but from Helm, there's not a lot of things that I can see if there are nebulas, particularly.
Okay.
Are you using TAC on main or the captain's map?
I do not use the captain's map. Out of character, I view it as sort of cheating. It's not information I'm supposed to have access to, as far as I'm concerned.
You could perhaps run the science map?
What about just the data map where you can alternate between like long range and a slightly longer short range?
The data map has the same problem. It doesn't show you certain targets,
Right.
at least in my experience.
No, you're absolutely right. The TAC on main situation just doesn't show you anything. Well, I don't want to say that, but it's inconsistent, and so is long range sensors.
I don't personally care that much whether you have a science or captain's map up. Oftentimes for Helm officers, I assume that they do because it often happens, so just having a heads up of whether or not you do, I guess, is good. I didn't really notice anything like we really screwed up, aside from that bad, that miscommunication with Sierra 00. And that bad helm.
Yeah, there was that thing.
Yeah, that's. Yep. And then that first engagement where we get just swarmed with fighters all at the beginning there, and that was kind of annoying.
On the note of the first fighter engagement, engineering is very much blind, even with a secondary console looking at the main screen. I can't see what's going to hit us from what angle, so any calls of weapons range and power to aft shields when we're being pursued by fighters, these are all very useful. Otherwise, you get nothing. and that's not a good thing.
If I may, I would like to thank engineering for modifications to maneuver where necessary. You were very on the ball about that.
I try.
All right.
Just to beat the horse, I can see whether the ship is turning. What I don't have is the depth of field. It's very unclear to me what distances are.
Is that with main screen or?
That's with captain's map and main screen. There's just no way for engineering to have a real, reliable distance thing unless something is targeted on the captain's map or, well, the captain's map.
Right. Kind of want to wrap up here. Overall, I think we were fairly effective. It's nice to have a really full crew. Each person can, focus on one job. Anyone have suggestions or anything for me? I've been away for a bit. I'm a little bit rusty here. And also, I'm fairly new to command, so...
I'm reading the top suggestion in your suggestion box as attend. I think that will suffice.
Yes. Gee, thanks.
No complaints here. Aside from that Sierra, but that was just an unfortunate, similar sounding issue.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a few nitpicks, but I thought you did pretty well and you avoid my normal frustrations.
Okay. That makes me feel so much better.
I do mean that as a compliment.
Naima praise is best praise.
Alright, anything else important?
I shoot things.
I think it went well.
Nitpick me later.
Happy to.
Alright then, you're dismissed.
Believe all present.
So that was an operationally complex mission, but we successfully hunted down our quarry, extracted what we needed from it before reinforcements could arrive, and protected it against some unusual surprises. Good work. Do we have any further analysis from CIC?
Not at this time. I think that was a textbook two-ship division operation executed to the numbers. You guys exploited each other's strengths and covered for each other's weaknesses. Expertly done.
Okay, so I'm looking through any further admin. I don't see anything that we need to go over. So unless anyone has any questions or feedback, I think we can proceed to dismiss the division. Anything before I ask the DO to go ahead? Very well. DO, please dismiss the division.
Officers of the Terran Stellar Navy, Second Space Fleet, 4th Light Division, you are dismissed.
Hoorah.
Good flying, everyone.
Good flying.
Clear skies.
User disconnected from your channel. User disconnected from your channel.